Hey guys, what's going on? It's Russell again. Thought I'd do another follow-up to Jeff Brown's The Near Future Report review that I've been doing. So I've done like 2 or 3 videos over the last couple of weeks about this, and I thought I'd do another one today because I actually signed up for it. The last few reviews were like kind of more background research into Jeff Brown, and also a review from my friend Mark who wrote about this 6 months to a year ago now. And I keep coming across this guy's ads, Jeff Brown. He basically is always hyping something technology wise. So this is one that seems to be really popular at the moment. This 2.1 quadrillion world IPO day. So you get you're on YouTube and you see this ad and you click on the thing and you've got to sign up for the near future report to get all the information. So that's something I'm going to talk about a little bit in this review, as well as showing you guys like behind the paywall what you get for your $49 a year, which is a total bargain in my opinion. Let's have a look. So if we go to here, so Jeff Brown is the lead analyst at Brownstone Research, which is this page right here, and you can get a lot of the stuff, not a lot, but some of the stuff for free on his free newsletter, The Bleeding Edge, this one. And you can kind of get an idea of the technology that Jeff Brown specializes in terms of looking for cutting edge future investments. And that's basically the whole thing with Jeff Brown, is he's trying to find the next Bitcoin, the next Google, the really cutting edge technology stuff. And I find that super interesting. So even if I don't make an investment based on these newsletters that I'm buying from these guys, at least I'm getting to learn something in the process. So I learned all about this idea that the blockchain is going to be used in so many cool ways, including tokenization for other physical assets like art or racehorses and things, which is this GTE technology. It's really, really interesting. So even if I don't actually invest any of my money in any of these longer term investments, which is what this near future report is all about, then at least I've learned something cool, right? That's kind of my thought process behind it. And let's face it, $49 is pretty much nothing for these things. Okay, so let's have a quick look. So I've talked about Jeff Brown a bit before. He's kind of a mysterious character. Apparently, according to him and his ads at least, he's well known in the tech industry. He's known apparently for calling out Bitcoin when it was only $40. There's a lot of claims. It's very difficult to come up and show proof that they're actually true, which is a little concerning. There's also some rumors and things that Jeff Brown may have actually been involved in some sort of fraudulent lawsuit or something years and years ago with real estate investing. So that's kind of discouraging when it comes to Jeff Brown himself. However, the newsletter, the Near Future Report, is actually really, really good. So I'll try and show you some of the main things in the newsletter. So the main reason I bought this was actually for this report. So there's loads and loads of these reports behind the paywall that you get access to, and they always have this cover to them, and they always have some really, really catchy title. Your number one easiest way to profit from the 2.1 quadrillion world IPO day. There's always some really hooky, clickbaity catch to them. That's always the title of the report, because when they use it in the marketing, it makes you really want to click it and read more. And that's something that this company, Brownstone, is really good at. They're really good at making it, you have this really deep fear of missing out. It's like FOMO at its absolute worst. So they'll keep dripping this stuff in front of you until you click it and want to buy, which is one of my pet peeves about them, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. So this is the Near Future Report. It talks about the quadrillion world IPO day. I'm not going to show you the report because they promise an investment idea at the end of the report. So this is what got me hooked. I don't know if I was misreading something, but in the ads, in the ads and in the video that I watched, Jeff Brown is basically advertising this new wave of technology, the global tokenization, token exchange thing. It makes it sound like you can get started for like $25. So, not that that bothers me. I wasn't really that bothered if you can get started for $25. But when I read this report, I was a little disappointed to get to the end and find them recommending one fairly well-known asset as your key to investing in this global tokenization thing. So I felt like there was going to be more to it. So they give a really good background about like what this is and everything. But then when they actually get to the investment idea, it's so simple and so basic, and it's one idea, not a handful of different companies or something that you can invest in. So I was a little bit disappointed about that. So still, I learned a lot from this article and several of the other ones in here. So let me just go back to here. So like I said, it's $49 a year to get access to the near future report. And for that $49, you get basically access to all these different reports. And the near future report comes out the first Monday of every month, so there'll be a new episode every month. But you also get all these random special reports and things, which half the time I think is like some crazy upsell to their next layers. And I think that's something I want to touch on before I get into some more of the details. Is one of my pet peeves about this company is their marketing. So I'm no stranger to marketing. I've been in this niche for a decade almost, and I've seen every type of marketing and had all the spam emails and all this for a long time. So it doesn't really put me off. I usually just chalk it up to, well, there's marketing and then there's actual valuable content. And in the Brownstone case, they have both. They have really aggressive, effective marketing, and they have really good valuable content, in my opinion. So saying that, when I signed up, it took me about 20 minutes to get to the actual login page, because every page was some fear of missing out thing where it just said, if you really want this number one stock by Jeff Brown, you will miss it. If you think that Bitcoin was big, you'll see what this one is next. And it's like, click yes if you want to take this one-time special offer, and you'll never, ever, ever see it again. It'll be gone forever. You're done, kind of thing. And okay, you can imagine that happening once, right, when you sign up for something, and then you click through and you go onto your subscription dashboard or whatever. This happened about 10 times. So like every time it was like, this will be your last time, and it was something else each time, trying to upsell me on a $200 service, a $300, a $500, a $1,000 service. And that really, really irritated me. So I can see what they're doing, right? They have Brownstone Research's basically the near future report, which is only $49, which is an absolute bargain. Like it's a complete bargain, but it's like the entry funnel for marketing, non-stop marketing and upselling, which drives some people crazy. So let me just show you. Since I signed up, I've deleted a ton of emails, but these ones have kind of left up so that you guys could see. They immediately started coming in with really fear of missing out, FOMO type titles. So, pending, claim your tech stock special report. And I click on here and it's just like tech stock portfolio 199. So, I'll delete that, I don't need it. This stock has Jeff pumped. These guys have mastered the art of basically selling you on your curiosity or your fear of missing out. And it happens over and over and over again. They'll give you enough information, and usually it involves credibility. Like, this is why Bill Gates or Mark Cuban are going to invest their entire life savings into this particular stock. So you need to buy it right now, or you'll ever miss out. And you've got the chance here to buy Bitcoin at $1, and it's all that type of marketing, and it's very dopamine producing, right? It's like, oh yes, this is such a cool idea. It gets you kind of psyched up, but there's always an upsell. The other thing that's happening now, though, is look, even like John Denton, local conservative, I have no idea, but then I look down and I can tell from the layout here and the near future report thing that somehow I've ended up on another email list, which is this John Denton, which sounds like a really fake name to me. But the funny thing is here, they can't even get their email right here. Hey there, undefined. It's supposed to say my first name, I guess. So I don't know what's going on here, whether they've sold my email details to the local conservative, whatever that is. But not too impressed with the email spam straight off the bat. So you get the idea. Here's another one, the bleeding edge. So this is actually the free stuff. So there's plenty of free content to be had from this guy. So this is him. He claims to have worked at the hottest tech companies in the world, like Qualcomm and all this stuff, and that he's one of the technology industry's biggest investors. So again, they love to use megatrends and Elon Musk and Mark Cuban to try and get you to think that this is where your money needs to be right away, or you'll miss out. I've actually done an article about this guy too somewhere. Anyway, that's enough about the emails. Let's get into some of the content. Just let me get rid of some of this nonsense. There we go. Alright. Anyway, so the Bleeding Edge is free. You can go to the brownstoneresearch.com and look through it. This is all the types of articles you can get. So if we get rid of that, near future report. Okay, so this is me logged into my near future report dashboard. So you can see that these are the months down here, and you can look through and browse the issues and updates all the way back to like 2018 or something. Actually further than that, 2017 on the left here. So the cool thing about this is, yes, it's a huge library archive. Like, you can go back through and read all these articles, and they even put next to them like how long it'll take to read. So this one's really short, but look at this one, 72-minute read. So you have to dedicate some serious time to going through these past reports, and then you get to the end and you're like, wait a minute, if this was written in 2017, for example, like one of the ones in here, then you'd be like, well, this is great, but like I've kind of missed the boat. Or you look at it and it never came to anything, like some crazy thing that just never like ever happened. So it's good to go through and backtest that, and to be honest, I've been a little disappointed with backtesting this stuff, because I get to the I'll find like some sort of like article thing, and it'll say like this, and it'll give like this whole due diligence report. It's great, read it for 20 minutes, and then it'll say like, we suggest buying GNSX or some other like stock, and then I look back and I look at the track record of the stock, and it's not doing very well. It just went downhill ever since the article was written. Now I know these are supposed to be long-term buy and holds, so it's not the end of the world. If 6 months or even a year later it's still negative from where somebody was saying to buy it, there's a very good chance that this technology just starts to just pop up as time goes on. So yeah, to be honest, looking at their past picks, and they don't give out clear picks like buy and sell things very often. This one looks like it was a recent one 2 days ago. Profit sell alert, and then take profits on these ones. But the vast majority of the stuff is research reports and not like buy and sell alerts. They have a model portfolio, which I'm not completely sure what that means in terms of like, have they got positions in it? Like, why is it a model? So anyway, if you love reading about tech stuff, you'll love this stuff. It's like for like you're addicted to technology investing crack or something, where you just like, oh yes, why a 4.7 trillion government windfall will send this EV player soaring. I've got to know who that is. Let's see. Anyway, I shouldn't be showing you their proprietary stuff. I'll back out of here. Okay, so looking through the different things, they had NVDA June 29th to sell. And you can like just look through all the issues and updates of this newsletter. So that's the actual issues and updates that they give. The other section that's important is this one, which is the special reports. And you can see if we click on November, this is November's special report. So you can see the kind of topics that you get. My number one spatial computing IPO, 5 plays to strike it rich in online America. So you can kind of see the different, let's have a look, the different types of investigation that they do. Tech shock. It's all focused on technology, obviously. NFTs are starting to come pretty big. Tokens, just here we go. So here's the article that got me hooked in. Your number one easiest way to profit from 2.1 quadrillion World IPO Day. Really interesting. Honestly, I'd probably pay just to read that one article. Really good. Alright, so I think that is all I wanted to say about the near future report. My overall conclusion is you'll get spammed with marketing, which is really shady feeling, but is relatively harmless in my opinion. Just don't buy, or try not to be forced into thinking you're going to miss the next big tech revolution and buy their $2,000 package or whatever. You can buy this and read a lot of this stuff for $49. It does renew after a year for $129 a year, but honestly, I think $49 is a complete bargain, although I'm going to have to start managing my email a little bit better and get rid of all the spam emails that are going to try and upsell me to get their value per customer out of me. Yeah, so I definitely recommend it if you're interested in reading more and more about like the latest trends in technology, and just, you know, getting a feel for what the future might hold, as well as some really interesting investment ideas. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.